Good morning, welcome to Scott Rods. I have a list. I call it the money do list. Okay folks, let's do a little walk round and I'll go through my list with you. Let's start at the back. Gas tank and fuel lines to do. The 4-link bars, they all need cleaned up, and I need to add the little sleeves inside the poly bushings. Rear shocks, I'm going to replace them with those ones that I got because one of these is soft. Rear diff needs cleaned up and painted. All these brackets that I made need reinforcing and painted. All this kind of stuff needs to come off because it's just extra weight and I won't be using it. Transmission mount needs fabricated. What else have we got? Oh, drive shaft needs made. Hopefully I've got enough materials in the garage to make one. Front control arms. I need to make the brackets for the big adjustable bushings that go there. But I think the first thing I'll do actually is paint all these body mount brackets that I made before they turn brown and rusty. So I don't know where to start, but I suppose I just have to start somewhere. Right, I threw some paint on these brackets for now. That'll probably change when I paint the frame, because I'm not quite sure what colour I'm going for yet. Right, the logical step is to remove everything from the frame that I'm not using. So I've marked a little white X on everything that's coming off, so that bracket there, that bracket there, that old exhaust and bracket. I'm going to trim this on both sides just to make sure there's plenty of movement of the shock absorber. Another bracket coming off there. These ones, which was the old leaf spring brackets, they're coming off. That one there as well. The old battery box bracket, this lever system. You know what, Ted told me that that was my brake levers. However, that doesn't make sense because there's actually a brake pipe back here. So I still think this was probably the parking brake. So yeah, and another bracket there. So I may as well get all the stuff off that I don't need, and then I don't have to be fighting with it at a future date. So I'm going to give it another 30 minutes, let everyone wake up before I start making lots of grinding noises again. Surplus metal removed. Looks much tidier. We've got all the old brake pipes out as well. Right, here's what we're going to do. I want to take all these links bars off and get the sleeves inside the poly bushings, and then clean up the bars, And while it's off, I'll give this a quick spray just to stop it looking ugly. This was my rear brake divider. Now that was originally on the rat rod, and there was a bit of frame a bit here, and the flexi pipe went up here, but obviously I don't have that. So I'm going to relocate that T round to about there and put the flexi pipe onto the frame at this side. But getting ahead of myself, let's get the bars off and done. Well, that was way harder than it should have been. Mental note, take the shocks off first, and that will relieve the tension from the link bars. Also, probably because I was trying to get a metal bolt out of rubber. Another good reason to install these little guys. So I do need to enlarge these holes a little bit and then squash them in. And then clean them all up, give them a paint. Well, I got one of them in. Unfortunately, I've completely destroyed the other one in that pair, so I need to go out and get more bushings. While I'm out, I'm going to get some lock nuts for these link bars. I don't have any lock nuts, so two birds with one stone. What a horrible day. Gonna enjoy every second of this outsideness in this glorious weather. As usual, first stop, gasolina. that was a successful trip. My good old Brantford nuts and bolt shop never lets me down. So I've got my 4 locking nuts for my link bars, so I need to get them all cleaned up and painted. I just bought 2 packs of the bronze bushings because I've no idea how many I'm going to destroy. Better safe than sorry. Right, this is interesting. Oh, hold on a second here. I got myself a, I think you guys call it a speed square, because I can't find mine. Right, this is interesting, right? I'll show you what these are, or my intention for these, if I can open them with one hand. And that's me lost in that. I should have bought 5. Where are you? Okay. You know how I said that I've still got 2 bushings to do in the back? How's this for an idea? If I was to drill a hole in that, a bit bigger than that tiny hole, and chop that one out, then these guys could sit in there. I mean, they're going to be clamped down by the weight of the body and the 4 mounts there anyway. It's an idea. Might work, save a bit of hassle. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's go on with cleaning these all up. All clean and bushinged. Seems a shame to paint them, but they're not going to last very long without some coating. Oh, I might have some silver paint. That would be nicer than black. Although black hides the sins, doesn't it? Hey look, redneck wind chime. Oh, they all play the same note. That's pretty pointless. Okay, I couldn't find my silver paint, so black then. I'll do the other end separately. There we go. Good as new, or at least not crap. End piece is done. That'll do it. So while this is all drying, I will tidy up a bit and go and have some dinner. Then get back at it after dinner. Well, look at my fancy link bars. They came out way better than I was expecting. Very happy with that. It would be kind of a shame to attach them to this rusty frame. So I think before I do, a bit of a clean up is required. But not tonight, because the sun's gone down. Alright folks, that's all for today. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, click the little bell, because tomorrow, rear diff, clean up and paint. I also want to get the gas tank and see how that's going to fit. I also need to relocate the brake pipe and the back axle and a billion other things. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, bye.